till we die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
Check, 59. Watch twist. Red 80. Watch the shit.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
4 down. Hey, Charlie.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Back to throw, Darnold, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Come on out here. Come get some.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 38, Darnold. Anunua's got it, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
You better bring.
Darnold from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Darnold. That's caught at the 2. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after here coming up. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Hunt on second down. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
24-yard gain.
You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180! Regular. Pistol. We own that. We own it. 53.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Twist on Travis.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game.
Safety screaming. Motion. Red 80. Motion.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Mack Wilson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. And Darnold just beating the play clock. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Coaching skill. Play. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
To throw is Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the toss to Bell running right. Bell so light on his feet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Hey, alert 33, 180.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike, 53. 53.
Play fake. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Crowder. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, it's Bell. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
61.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now it's Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Chance, lady. Chopper.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
54 is Mike. Run. Check. Watch 54. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's get it.
At the Jets' 43-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field. Hurry. It's run.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Alert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
No game on this defense, no game. Check 13, check 13. No waiting. Check 15.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Brandon Copeland leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
In your face.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Just like that. Just like that. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Mike. 59. 59.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 15 yards on the play, first down. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Hunt. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds. bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
General West.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Jets on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jets 14. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Alpha. Check. 59. Man. Here we go.
Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Single.
Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now it's Darnold. He's got Anderson right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Darnold. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here?
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the
Odell Beckham Jr. A big play that time for Cleveland. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.